Welcome back to my blind playthrough of Octopath Traveler II. So after some further consideration, I have decided to start these extra stories first and try this one out later, because I feel like these gates of I can't reach that. I can't even read that. Gates of Gate of Venice? No. Gate of... I can't read that. I don't know why, but I just can't. Death? Nah. Could it be death? Might be, but I'm not sure. Not sure. I'm gonna try doing that later, because I feel like that was actually, well, basically too difficult for me to do at the moment. So I'm gonna start this these extra stories that I was preparing to start before, but I never went for. First, let me change my party a bit. So I'm gonna switch back to the party members that I had before, so I will level them up a little bit more before I start mixing things around. I'm also going to equip my support skills for random encounters. So yeah, step ahead and boost start. And also, what else did I use? Performance. Magic. What's the equipment character so? Nope. What was it I was using? I can't remember at the moment. So weird. Damage, latent power plus. No. 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 Power 25% of max HP once per battle. No, no. No. This is the amount of HP restored to the character when healed. What goes on? No. Right, Vigorous Victor, that's what I was using. Now I remember. Let me... So just... well, the rest aren't really gonna do much in this this here. So let's get rid of that one for... Let's just go for Life and Shadows for you. So I wonder if this... I'm still not sure if that actually stacks with other stuff. Go for Heightened Senses and also the Evasive Maneuvers, and then you can get Horror Monsters, sure, why not? And Risk Experience and the Grows on Trees. To have for you then. Is there anything left for me to give you? Hard Worker, yeah, Hard Worker, that's fine. Anything else? Success rate when attempting to flee. Yes. Oh, I don't need that now, do I? Won't be fleeing much. Physical attack when breaking enemy. These aren't really that useful. Vigorous Victor, why not? Right, Hachette has physical belt and don't want this one right now though. So let's add that. Which one was that again? It was... It's called. There's so many accessories in this game, it sounds ridiculous. 28, 20 attack, and there we go. This one. Victory Ring. That is fine. Let's keep the physical belt. I want to change my jobs a bit around a bit more later on, but not right now. This should be fine. I mean, with this I should be killing everything pretty easily. Unless, of course, I want to... One more change. Switch. You get rid of the champion's belt for you. That surprise attack is very, very nice. Being immune to. You can just get the... that one. And you can get... What was it? This one. Nice. Would be nice if there was more than just one of those. Alright, so I've also decided that I'm going to be listening to this story again, because I just enjoyed it so much when there was finally real dialogue and interaction between the characters. Something I've, as I've said several times, have missed in this game franchise.
Life is too precious to risk.
Okay, surprised.
Bring it on.
All right, let's
Just do a elite.
Lionheart act.
Yeah, after
Now
using all those
let's grab
nuts,
some
I should
food.
be pretty nuts, so to say. My party members should be anyway. Right, so these are so low level that I don't really... I can avoid it, I don't really want any fights here. It's kind of low level area. Yes, let's begin the journey for the dawn. Right, let's watch this and have fun again.
The fire won't catch.
Let's give it another go, Agnia. Every failure brings us one step closer to success, eh?
Right. We just have to keep trying.
We've brought firewood, you two. Be careful. A fire's not worth getting wounded over.
If it's flames you want,
Easily.
I can do it.
Not so fast, partner. How else are we gonna work up a sweat?
If you insist on being so inefficient.
We're back. We didn't find any beasts lurking about.
But we did find this water. Goodness, physical labor has never really agreed with me.
There's nothing like a good meal after a hard day's work, Temenos.
Speaking of which, I wonder how the hunters are faring.
Heave! Heave!
Obviously, they have a lot of stuff with them.
Ta-da! It's not a feast without a main course.
A feast? This is enough meat for a butcher shop.
I didn't think hunting would be so much fun.
You've got the stuff that great hunters are made of, Throne.
Ochette would know.
Oh, are you retiring from the cleaning business, Throne?
Quiet, detective. Well then, I believe that's most everything. All that remains is...
Fire.
Everyone's counting on us to light up their evening. It's time to get serious, Particio.
Right you are, Agnia.
Come on, Fire. You can do it.
We'll show this pile of sticks who's boss. There we go.
This will be a night to
No
remember.
doubt.
I think you might be right.
Now we feast.
This is... nice. Truth be told, this isn't where I imagined my journey would take me. I know what you mean.
As do I.
That's what makes journeys worth taking. You never know where you'll end up.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you cold?
Doubtless someone in Ku is gossiping about you at this very moment.
Perhaps they miss me as much as I miss them. My friends back home. I've learned much in our travels, and I hope I can use it to help my friends and nation.
I know you will, Hikari. And everyone's lives will be brighter for it.
Thank you.
Even after this journey ends, I'm going to keep on dancing around the world until I can dance no more.
Mind if I tag along? With Particio and Rock backing us, we can hop on a steam locomotive and bring smiles to every corner of the world.
That sounds amazing.
With one of those, you could save your feet for the important part, dancing. And I could extend a helping hand to places I've never even dreamt of.
Will you keep on with Air's apothecaries, Casti?
I want to resume my search for like-minded allies.
Now that's a dream I can get behind.
Yeah, me too.
I'm afraid there's one problem with this planet of yours. If you consider how many people there are in this world, then...
There's no room for logic in the realm of dreams, Professor.
Duly noted.
What'll you do, Oswald?
I have some unfinished business to conclude. There are many answers that have yet to be found.
Is that so? It's writ plain on your face. You're worried about your daughter.
There's one answer found.
And what of you, Tamanos? Have you found yours?
Almost. It's like a piece of meat stuck in between my teeth.
Ugh, I know what you mean. I hate that.
So, something's still troubling you, in other words?
Precisely.
So, your days as a detective aren't over yet, then. Well, I'm here if you need an assistant. Assuming you can afford me, that is.
My goodness. You're awfully greedy for an assistant. Even if I said yes, I'm sure you have your own path in mind.
I do. I want to go somewhere far away. To a place that isn't on any map. A place no one knows about.
A place none have laid eyes upon.
You all have such big hopes and dreams. I just want to feast every day. And to keep the people of Totohaha safe, of course. Should I be aiming higher?
Ah, seems like you've got some meat stuck in your teeth.
Don't worry, Ochet.
Yes, indeed.
That's a fine dream.
I
Like her
suppose
tail
it
wagging.
is. Look, a shooting star! I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
Nothing good, unfortunately. Nothing good. Fires are going out. Sacred flame. I wonder where that is. Almost looks like the place where he lost seed. Almost looks like that place. I don't think it is quite there.
A dream?
Not a good one.
I had an odd dream. There was a dark place, somewhere completely unfamiliar.
And a dark fire was blazing.
I saw the same thing.
Wait, are you yanking my chain? I saw it too.
We all had the same dream. Could it be a coincidence?
I very much doubt that.
I feel as if I've seen that place somewhere before.
Huh, I slept like a baby full of milk, though. Huh. Is it still night?
Strange. Dawn should be upon us soon.
We should patrol the area.
Certainly.
I can barely see a thing.
It's ominous of music.
The stars. They're all gone. And the sky is pitch black.
Something is amiss. This is no natural nightfall.
Oh, Chet?
I felt this. It's just like before. On your guard, everyone!
Something's coming, and it isn't friendly.
Most certainly isn't.
It's here.
I'm the hunter,
Well,
you're the
I should
prey.
be strong enough to
Prey
finish this
awaits.
easily
Come
now.
on. Let's
I believe. Let's see how much this deals against these enemies. Now they've used nuts also, yeah.
Come on.
1,000-ish. Nice. So silent. It's eerie.
What was that?
Casty and I have seen beasts like that before.
At the time, we had no idea what they were. Their nature.
I've seen them too. The black aura resembles the one true magic wielded by Harvey. He called it the Shadow.
A shadow. What is it?
I cannot say for certain. Not now, in any case.
Mysterious monsters. Just what we need.
We know next to nothing of this phenomenon. Not even the extent of its reach.
Does this shroud cover only this forest? Or is it much larger?
Nothing for it but to check for ourselves.
On that, I agree.
Well, we need to do something.
Unfortunately, we lack the information to know just what that something is.
It appears our journey isn't over yet. And the path ahead looks far from boring. I think I'll stick around for a little more fun.
That's good. Right. Eternal night has descended upon the world. The travelers decide to set out on a final journey to find the cause. Your destination will not be shown on the radar. Search for clues, and you find your headings. Open the menu, select formation, and change party as you please. Walk astride your fellow travelers on an epic journey. Alright. So I really like this. I really like how that this was implemented into this game. Just feels like now the game really starts somehow. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this part, I have to say. We've been waiting a while, and the sun still ain't rising. What in the world's going on? I don't know, but nothing good, that's for sure. If those strange monsters earlier were a product of this darkness, then we must figure out the cause of this long night, and soon. Couldn't agree more. First, we search for clues. Now you're talking, so where do we start? No idea. Come on now, you must have some idea, right? Why don't we look for places like this one? What do you mean? I mean, other areas shrouded in the shadow. There are more? Can't say for sure, but it's the only heading we have. Fair point. Standing still will get us nowhere. Let's start by searching for other places blanketed in darkness. Alright, looks like it's time to hit the dusty trail once again. Alright. Let's see here. Let's give you Brooch of Joy. And let's go for Augmenter as well, and let's give you the AP Augmenter and Go for these two as well. I don't think I'm going to be facing a lot of those, but just in case. Right, so look for darkness. So there are up here, there is down here, and over here. So where to start? I think I'm going to start with the one in Hyoma. Let's go to the Tranquil Grotto. Starting cool. Strong this guy is. Alarm dance. 7 grilled chicken. Steel defenses. No, let's keep the steel defenses. Okay, I can't. I can't switch to the day now. Interesting. Interesting. Makes sense. Makes sense, I suppose, but still, wasn't quite expecting that. Alright, let's head over to that dungeon there. So silent. It's so silent, it's so eerie. Just so eerie.
Come on! It's my turn now.
I'm just getting. Take this!
Well now.
Come on!
Bow attack, just in case. Really should write down which skills I'm using. It makes things so much easier when I switch things around, which I do.
You are a poison that must be purged.
Let's go! Come on! Right! Wahoo! Come on! Defendi!
8,000 damage.
I'm hungry.
Yes, it's a couple of them. Right, level 51 on the Eastern Cousins. Cool. Assume there's actually no new treasure here, but I'm supposed to go to that dungeon. I mean, I don't think that really makes sense here, to be honest.
You are a poison
I love
that
Step
must
Ahead.
be
It's so
purged.
freaking good. It sounds ridiculous.
Come on!
Along with boost start, it just
Come on!
makes
Defendi!
every random encounter ever just like child's play, really. Really makes all random encounters incredibly easy. Just switch to that bow, to be honest. Battle tested one. For this part, at least. Okay, can't. Let's give you a different bow. Let's give you that one, and give you the battle tested one. For even more damage. I'm not using the bow skill from the Arms Master anyway, I'm using bow skill from Hunter. I don't need that particular weapon. Where was I supposed to go in this place? Oh, it's so dark.
Here I come!
It is so dark.
Right!
So eerie as well with this music.
Here!
Get over it.
Wahoo! Come on! Defendi!
No experience?
Now let's grab some food.
Are you kidding me? Did I get no experience from that fight?
The hunt is on! Right! Come on! Here! Come on! Defendi!
I got experience. I don't know if I just missed it. Or clicked it away too, or pressed it away too quickly, perhaps. Probably did.
Ready to be
Probably
prey?
did.
Right! Come on! Let's... Wahoo! Come on!
1,000 per hit. That's 24,000 just like
I'm
that.
hungry.
Ridiculous. Right, assume I'm supposed to go over here. Something? Salmon. Statue of Celtige, Lady of Grace. There are words carved into the base. Oh, in eritors of our will. Let the mirror shine and kindle you a fire in your heart to chase away the dark. Chase the darkness away. Statue of Brand, the Thunderblade. There are words carved into the base. O inheritors of our will, let the mirrors shine and kindle a fire in your heart to chase the darkness away.
Hey, the
Let's see if we get experience from this time.
Right.
It was just a
Here.
mishap in the last
Come
one.
on. Defending.
Get experience.
Now let's
A
grab
lot of
some
it as well.
food.
Nice. Sacred flame has been doused. Perhaps it can be rekindled with something. Shiny mirror. I think I have that. Thing happened. Two gods gaze upon the sacred flame's dais. Shining mirror, blue flame is reflected within. On the sacred flame's dais. I'm supposed to use that, but why isn't it working? Why is it not working? It's a bit of a... Shine and kindle a fire in your heart, chase the darkness away. I don't know if I need to go and do something with this one first. Where? We go to Flame Church. Here we have something. Awesome.
It's quiet.
Most certainly.
Too quiet.
But this smell, it's the scent of humans. They're frightened, hiding.
Someone's coming.
Hey, it's her.
Mint,
Is that you, Temenos? Out for a stroll in a place like this? You always did have the habit of sticking your nose in places it doesn't belong.
A friend of yours, Temenos?
in a manner of speaking, but something's odd.
You failed to see what was in front of you. The shadow is ever by thy side.
She was evil? Really?
Just what are you? This is an inquisition. Refuse to answer and...
Attempting to conquer others with threats of violence will always fail. Those who are subdued by strength cannot help but rebel. To conquer them, truly conquer them, you must subjugate their hearts and minds. Hearken to the shadows in their hearts.
What are you talking about?
People are desperate for a place to belong. Give it to them, and they cannot bear to live anywhere else. And then, their hearts and minds are yours.
Their hearts and minds?
Humans are foolish by their very nature. Centuries pass, and yet they remain the same.
Bold words for someone so young.
Guessing she ain't young.
Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade, and soon night shall fall.
The teachings of the Moonshade Order. No, it can't be.
Since you are so dogged in your search for the truth, allow me to help you. My true name is Arcanet, and I am the leader of the Moonshade Order. The same order that slaughtered the Call. All so that I could steal the flame.
That's impossible. The massacre of the Call was decades ago, and the Moonshade Order's origins are older still.
It's not impossible. There are old souls out there that hide behind youthful faces.
Thanks to Caldina's efforts, the Book of Night is now in my possession. That girl was so eager to be a puppet. She didn't realize the strings were held by her sworn enemy.
The Pontiff knew who you were. He was going to tell me, but his life was cut short.
I had hoped you would be more stricken. How dull. Such has ever been your nature. Your face always a placid mask. But I suppose it matters not. This world's end draws nigh.
That staff.
Once, long ago, night was invited into the world. But a loathsome few drove it away. Those events
Have to
will
fight
not
her here?
repeat themselves again.
You stole the futures of untold innocence.
Did I? Then you should thank me. This world is cruel, monstrous, with not a single mote of joy to be found amongst the misery. Don't you see? Roy, Pontiff Jorg. Yes, and even Crick. They knew. They knew the beauty of a dawn that would never come.
Quiet. I won't allow you to sully their names with such blasphemy. You will answer for your sins, Arcanet. And I'll ensure the world they hoped for comes to pass.
At last, Temenos' mask falls off.
Alright, that should be interesting. I'm not really prepared for this. I wish I'd known. I was not expecting a boss battle when I go in here, so I don't have my. I don't have the optimal setup for this for sure.
Here's how I got it. Sorry.
Access, that's good. I can deny
dear.
it.
It's my turn now.
Alright, I think I'll go for a
Do whatever I set my mind to.
Wait, no, actually, it's not. Let's go for a there's charity on yourself instead.
I summon Doter, the charitable.
Bring it on.
Let's just go for a seal of diffusion. Oh wait, actually, I'll go for a Seal of Eternity. Give her a permanent attack boost, unless I get dispelled somehow.
Nota, Eternity.
Here I go.
Let's go for a
These hands.
Charity. Put it on Agnia.
Arise, Doders, the charitable. My prey awaits.
Let's go for all these.
Come on, Defendi.
For the enemies at least, that's something. You can just use a energizing pomegranate now.
Here you go.
Oh yeah, I used longs. Gosh darn it. I was gonna use that, I was gonna use this one.
No mercy, only
Well,
pain.
let's give them this one to... Oh shit, no.
Arise, Elfric, the flame bringer. Here we go.
I mean, this should be enough to deal max damage with this attack, I think. Maybe even just one boost point, to be honest. I'm gonna try how much damage one boost point deals. Not quite, but two should definitely do max damage. Let's go for another Seal of Eternity.
Let's Nota,
Those two are
Eternity.
freaking awesome in combination.
Right. Wahoo!
And I wish I had brought... I wish I'd brought...
Bring it on.
what's it called? Oh, it's an MVP. I wish I'd put on deal more damage.
Let's go. Lionheart Axe.
Broken.
It's my
Hold
turn
on.
now.
We can just do a...
I can do whatever I set my mind to. You won't want to miss this.
Preparation of all allies positive status effect by 4 turns. Nah. Actually...
I can do whatever I set my mind to.
What do I want to do here? I'll single ally to act first. I don't really need that. Well, this should be no problem, really. Because I will have 4 attacks dealing 999 damage. 9999 damage per turn. Without a problem, to be honest. So...
You won't want to miss this.
kind of good skills to have that I wanna...
I summon Seal Team, Lady of Grace.
Here I go.
Right, go on level
I
1. Oh, let's just do a pomegranate. Pomegranate. And... No. That's unfortunate. Not what I should have done there, but oh well.
Sorry about that.
Right.
Should only run one of these now.
Lionheart Axe.
It's so strong, it's ridiculous. Let's just use one of these.
Here you go.
You have healing hands. Here I go.
Let me just do a...
No mercy, only pain. Arise, Elfric, the flame bringer. Right. Huh?
so ridiculous right now.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Let's do seal diffusion.
Yeehaw! Let's do it. Here's a little something for you.
Right. Lionheart axe.
I'm just getting
Let's
warmed
do
up.
rest with 3 boost points.
Yeehaw! Hoo boy!
You have healing hands. Give up.
Now we rest
Bring it
again?
on.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Hoo boy!
That helped.
Now then.
Do all of those.
Here you go.
And you can just do
My
a
turn.
granite. Wait, no. Oh, right, let's use boost points.
No mercy. Only these hands.
And then let's go for a 1 warning.
Time for your medicine.
You have my thanks, Twisty. Right. Lionheart axe.
Yeah, would have been so much quicker if I'd actually brought the right skills, but I mean, it wasn't a problem. Too strong for these fights. Too strong, not strong enough for these fights.
And so we arrive at this moment. Are you truly so desperate to see the dawn? I see now that the Pontiff was not the true threat. It was you, Temenos. You, a dagger sharpened to a razor's edge. Claude's masterwork.
Dad?
I can see it. A collar around that thin neck of yours.
A collar?
You will never be free. Even if I fall here, nothing will end. And there, always near. Soon, night shall fall.
Farewell, Mint. Your days of meddling are over.
Soon night shall fall.
True night, I guess.
From the looks of it, it already has.
If this isn't night, then
What is? Right, sweet. Didn't expect a boss fight when I went into this town, but I mean, it's fine. Is there anything I want to change on her? This one I really like for the next fight coming up. Well, I suppose I could get around that easily enough. That one and that one and that one are just incredibly good for the random encounters. I'll keep that for now. Hopefully I'll be able to see the next boss coming before it actually happens. Let's try going up to the cathedral as well. See if there's anything up there. I feel like there should be. This was a level 51 area. Take one fight before I go up there. There are no fights. you write this? Odner asked. I immediately ripped the book out of his grasp, and he shrank back a little, surprised at my strength. I couldn't believe that he, of all people, had got his hands on my hidden script. Odner had been acting from a young age and was already doing quite well for himself. I too had longed for the stage since I was a child, but ended up working at my parents' candle shop instead. Even so, I hadn't been able to give up on writing, and it became my secret pastime. I hadn't shown my scripts to anyone though, afraid that their response would confirm just how talentless I was, and screwed my eyes shut in embarrassment, preparing myself for his ridicule of my silly script. But would you mind if I performed this? He asked. I let out a strange gasp, completely caught off guard. It'd be a shame not to. Why don't we show it off at the next Festival of Grace? Though taken aback by the proposal, I was overjoyed to know that someone appreciated my writing. I nodded in agreement and decided to make it a performance to remember. Despite being Odner's idea, I realized that I was even more excited than he was. I even began composing musical scores for the show. I love you, Mary. Those words caused my heart to race and my hands to heart to stop. What's wrong? Odner asked as he peered into my face with concern. I realized that he no longer looked like that brat who had tormented me with insects in our youth. Still, I knew that the words he spoke were not his own. I had been the one to write them, after all. After half a month before the Festival of Grace, his performance was all but perfect. I couldn't help but wonder when he found the time to practice after his normal work was through. I, on the other hand, was struggling to think of a fitting ending to the script and worked late into the night. Unable to ignore my struggles, Odner pulled me away from my desk and whisked me away into town late at night. The gods are all ours right now, he told me as we snuck into an empty church. Not long after, I was struck by inspiration, perhaps by the grace of the sacred flame. Odner watched quietly as word upon word flowed from the tip of my pen. By the time I was finished, dawn was breaking. Odner read my script. His face was more serious than ever, and my heart pounded in my chest, though not out of nervousness. Once he finished, he smiled softly. "Will you marry me?" he asked, and I let out another strange gasp. Had I written that line? No. This time, those words were Odner's own. His proposals always had a way of bringing me unrivaled joy. My heart warmed at the sight of a smile, and the thought of performing the script we had written together. How I wished that happiness would last us a lifetime. Alas, I watched as the clerics carried his casket and sobs filled the air around me. I laid him to rest with our script and his beloved yellow flowers. No, I thought to myself, this wasn't the ending I had envisioned. The day after finishing the script, I woke up to find my love cold beside me. According to the apothecary, Odner's heart had failed him. I wonder if work was to blame. Why hadn't I noticed? I killed him. I pushed him too hard. It was all my fault. All my fault. Unable to bear the guilt, I pushed his death from my mind and carried on as usual. But whenever I remembered my beloved, I clenched my jaw so hard I thought my teeth would break. One day, I found myself in front of a church, the same place Odner and I swore to love each other, and the single cleric came to speak with me. Sadness is something that builds up inside us. Holding it all in will do nothing but destroy you, she told me. Please let it go. You don't need to endure it any longer. Moved by her warmth, I spoke of everything that I had buried deep inside of me. She listened to every word. At the end, embraced me gently. All of my guilt and sadness were washed away by her kindness. Then one day, my feelings for Odner disappeared, and all that was left was her. One day, I saw her with another woman, and feared she would leave me. Knowing I had to secure my place in her, I told her that I would do whatever she asked of me. She smiled gently in response and said, I want you to find the blue flames, wherever they may be in this world. Left on my journey soon thereafter, my parents cried and tried to stop me, but I pushed them away. Unfortunately, I barely knew the area outside my own home, let alone the whole world. Not long after, I met with a traveling troupe. They claimed to be bringing smiles to every corner of the realm, so I joined them, and the search began. That's how I found it. The blue flame she was looking for was on an isle at the edge of the world. I could only imagine how pleased she'd be. I was sure she would let me stay at her side. Oh, how I adore Sister Mint. I love you, Tansy. Tansy is one of the traveling troupe, she said. Her warm voice and words reverberated in my heart. She then handed me an old tome called the Book of Night and recommended that I read it. So I did right then and there. It was a story of a people who did not belong to see the dawn, and I'd never read such an incredible tale before. As I looked up from its pages, she smiled at me. I realized that there was no greater happiness to be had than reading a wonderful book and seeing Sister Mint's smile. In my mind, no brighter dawn awaited. Yes, I have no need for the dawn. It can all end here and now. Right, so that was her. So I need to charge it up somehow, I guess. Where and how? Here, obviously. Enter. Level this dungeon now. Better. I cannot get into the cathedral. I cannot light those flames because I need something else. Things. So empty.